Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Retro and Rare podcast episode for a Malleable Monday. Do you know what the word malleable means, Doyle?
Malibu?
No, not Malibu. Malleable. It's like it's freeform, so something that you can form and change. It's malleable. It's able to be changed, manipulated.
I would have gone with Malibu.
I don't really know why I chose that, but I'm running out of fucking M words. I gotta start looking up shit on Google. That's the last thing that came to my mind. It's a freestyle thing, bro. It's off the top. Malleable Monday. We got the ability to change things, bro. I don't know.
What about Malibu Monday?
I guess we could do Malibu Monday. Have you ever been to Malibu?
No.
Have you ever drank Malibu?
I went to California.
Hotel California? That's a good, that's top, to me, that's a top 5 song of all time. Is it not? Is it not in your top, is it in your top 10 songs of all time? The Eagles. It's not? What about Maneater by Hall & Oates?
That's a good one.
I was just listening to that today. I took a walk to the cigar store. I put in my ear pods, which I never really do. And I just was like, whatever. I just hit shuffle on the thing. The first song that came up was Maneater. And I walked around the city with Maneater on blast, just looking at people sketchy. I don't know. I don't often do that, but I had to go to the cigar store, and it's right down the street. I also noticed that there's a really cool art gallery that I've kind of seen. They had the Creature from the Black Lagoon, like a full-size, 1-to-1 scale in the window, like beautiful. I'm like, damn. It almost looked like a movie prop. I don't know. I got to check that place out.
Swamp Thing?
No, not Swamp Thing. I love Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing's in my top 5 characters of all time. Because the story behind Swamp Thing, like, he's a really deep character. And I used to play with the toys as a kid, the comic books, the show. Remember the show? You get me off on a tangent already, bro. Malleable Monday, or Malibu Monday, as Doyle likes to call it. We're here. We're here again for another wonderful... But you know what? I was going to tell you right away to get to the weather, because I'm excited about the weather. I was going to say it's a wonderful day. Give me the weather report, because the weather is really starting to turn here. I love it. What do we got?
All right, we got 74, Real Field 71. Tonight, 65.
Oh, yeah. That makes me smile. That makes the little Men in Black guy that lives inside my head smile as well. He's smiling too. Because I go out on the balcony now and you get that cool, crisp air. Oh, yeah, bro. Today I had the windows down in the car. It was beautiful. I love it. This is right when the fall changes now. Obviously, up north, New York, it's like the real fall's, coming. But this down here, this is fall time, bro. You get in the 60s, beautiful. You get into the 40s, it's like sub-zero temperatures in the winter.
You're from New York.
Yeah, but I've been down here for enough time that my skin and my shit is adjusted to down here. I'm sensitive as fuck to cold weather now. If it gets too cold, like, last year, or was it last year? It got in the 40s in the winter, and I was like, oh my God. Like, I need to break out the bubble goose. Got the Trey Deuce with the bubble goose. Kawasaki Ninja. Or a Hayabusa. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I do know it's a street bike, though. So we're here. You came through with trinkets galore. I mean, I plan on going with the girlfriend tomorrow night. So everyone stop fucking hitting me up. I'm going to go see the damn Venom movie, Carnage. Half the people already gave me the review, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to see it out of good faith. And also, my girlfriend has an unhealthy obsession with Tom Hardy. I'm going to let that go. I want to see Woody. I hope Woody Harrelson kills it. He's one of my favorite actors, and Carnage is obviously my favorite character of all time. This is a risk for me. I'm going in there to get my dreams crushed here. First time Carnage is really, really, really on screen, and I'm gonna go in there open mind. I'm gonna just watch the movie and try to enjoy it. A lot of people said it's better than the first one. I didn't think the first one was such a good movie. Did you like the first Venom movie?
It was all right.
It was kind of just like,
You gonna go with the Maximum Carnage shirt?
No, I'm not. No, I'm actually taking the girlfriend to a nice restaurant before. See,
that's what I'm saying. You can go with the shirt.
I can't get in a restaurant like that. You got to dress nice, bro. You got to.
How much is that shirt, though?
What? The guy at the door doesn't care. He just sees that it's a cartoon character or a comic book character. He's gonna be like, "Sir, that's not appropriate attire." I'm like, "It's $1,000 shirt, though, bro. This is a promo tee. It's single stitch. Who are you, bro? What are you wearing? What am I gonna do?" No. So now I'm going to be way overdressed, and so will she, to go into a movie theater, though. So now we're going to go in there with, it's okay, though. Whatever. Never be ashamed of looking good, Doyle. Never be ashamed. That's why I decided today, you know what? We're a little bit vibrant today with the colors. We went a little extra with the Spike Lee get up, early 90s do the right thing kind of situation. I love it. I actually have the jacket, the matching, like the real varsity jacket of this too. But it's a little, I don't think I need to wear the varsity jacket. I did find the vintage Nike swoosh tee at the thrift the other day, which was nice. I always like to... Had a good day. I found the Tasmanian Devil and Tweety Bird cartoon 1994 shirts. Awesome. What else did I find at the thrift this week? I found a Coach hat, designer Coach, like a Coach baseball hat, which was good for $1.99. Cleaned it up. Pretty good. So anyway, I was talking about the trinkets here. So what do we got going on here, Doyle? What is all this? Pokemon?
So they came in.
Yeah, you came in here with an erection. I'm going to tell you that. You were excited about all of this. I don't know. Now, this is the big boy. This is the big bada beans. What is this?
Yeah, that's the exclusive Pokemon Center.
Now, you're concerned that people are going to call for your life because you're not supposed to have all this. But you got this fair and square.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's the problem? I don't understand.
Well, people might think I'm reselling them.
Well, you are a scumbag reseller. You're known to do that. You're known to, triple, quadruple the price. There's some little kid somewhere that just all he wants is a anniversary Pikachu. That's what this is, right? It's the anniversary set?
Yeah,
Or
25th.
Okay, so we're going to open one of these throughout the show. Which one is it? We're going to open this one. Is this the correct one?
Well, at least we're opening them. We're not reselling them.
Right, well, we're not opening all of them. Right, so I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's supposed to be in there. I don't know anything about Pokemon. I know Charizard, like I always say. I made up the rap line. I charge hard like Charizard with a charge card. I thought that was kind of fly, bro. I mean, I did the freestyle. I got respect for that. Anyway, and then we got Sonic just because this was behind my OLED in the game room. I forgot I even had it, which was Sonic Mania Collector's Edition, which was a really cool Collector's Edition. And then this, I brought this out, the PlayStation Mini, the portable. Well, I wouldn't call it portable because it's not really, but I found the power cord. I've been looking for the DC power cord for a long time. Found it. Found it this morning. Played a little Nightmare Creatures. Nightmare Creatures 2, to be exact.
And I should have had it turned on, though.
Yeah, I was going to run the wire and do all that. But you know why I don't like it? It's the old school PlayStation, so it has a little bit of the Dreamcast in it. When the disc is kind of going. So the microphones would definitely pick it up. And it would be annoying as shit. And you could hear it fluttering in the background, just lightly, just... Yeah, we don't do that. But cosmetically, great piece. It's in great condition, and it works great. I tested
how
it.
old is that?
When did they come out? 99? Because they were obviously late. Remember when they switched the PlayStation to the little mini? But it was a big deal to have that LCD screen. And you know what? The prices on those have gone sky high. That's like a $200 thing now. Like consistently. So I've noticed lately there's a lot of people out there looking to buy games. Like a lot of vintage t-shirt dudes are switching into the game thing. They're putting up in search of on their Instagram pages, and the gaming the fever pitch for gaming for old school games seems to be like really coming to a peak here. White Rabbit Peaks. What movie is that from, Doyle? I want you to throw the radio in the bathtub when White Rabbit peaks.
It's Fear and Loneliness.
It is. Benicio del Toro says that. Now, he doesn't say it quite like that. He's White Rabbit peaks. He was on mescaline and, yeah. So he ate some mescaline and went swimming. I'm getting off on a tangent again. I apologize. So that kind of explains the trinkets. We are going to open one box. All I need is one box.
Well, each box comes with like 8 packs, though.
Well, we're going to open a box, and then we'll open one pack in the box.
Oh, okay.
Because we're not going to go through all 8 packs, and I don't know. So what are we looking for when we open that? Is there something?
People can comment if we
is there something in here that we want? There's like a Grail card that we should be looking for.
The Charizard.
Okay, so it would be a 30th anniversary edition of the
25th.
25th, excuse me, of the first edition Charizard, the first base set.
Yeah, it'll be.
Am I speaking out of pocket here? I'm trying to use the terms base set.
Not first edition though.
We're gonna pull, right? That's what they call it. You pull. Okay, yeah, I'm cool with the Pokemon people. They respect me, bro. I'm respected in the street.
Well, you do have a base set Charizard though.
I do. I have one over. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that for a profit. because I got it for $40. It's worth more than $40.
Now, one of my friends is trying to get me to grade all my cards.
I'll be honest, Doyle. You have those binders full of OG. I mean, bro, you you easily have 20 grand in cards right there.
But you're not a big fan of grading.
The cards are okay to grade. I'm not the gaming. I'm not a big fan of grading games. I don't know. Cards are cool though. I mean, cards. Some of those Marvel cards I have, I should just get them graded because I've had them. I have 6 or 7 binders full of them, and now certain ones are going for more money. So, the Stan Lee one.
Remember you got it at Steel, right?
Oh my God, that was the best thing I ever. I mean, I got that on eBay, and I think I paid maybe $30 with shipping for 7 binders full of. Now, look, Marvel cards, and they still are kind of in the bottom of the barrel as far as desirability, but, bro, for that price, and I got all my Venom and Carnage and holograms and all kind of cool shit. And now, all of a sudden, the prices are starting to climb, so I got in at the right time on that. It was a random eBay purchase. What else we got? We're going to do Doyle's word of wisdom you like to impart on the people before we get to the topic suggestions. So, go ahead. You got something for us today, or?
I brought the Pokemon.
So that means you don't have to speak words of wisdom. You did your job by bringing the Pokemon cards. Is that what you mean?
I have to think about it.
I thought so. Okay. Well, all right. Let's get to topics. We did have a bunch of topic suggestions that were sent in. We appreciate it every week. I put it up. You guys send it in. It keeps you involved in the show. And then Doyle gets to butcher your names and read, sometimes not read, the correct suggestion that you send in. So, Doyle, if you will.
All right, so we got Layover LLC.
Okay.
Cancel culture.
That's what it says. Just talk about cancel culture.
Yeah, some people try to cancel you out.
Yeah, I've been canceled many times over the years, and I'm still here and I'm still kicking.
Remember, I told your boy about John Gruden.
Oh yeah, John.
Canceled him.
Yeah, but John. Look. All right. Here's the thing. Cancel culture in general, I'm not cool with, right? Because they overdo it, and the people that are canceling people have their own demons and problems that if they came to light, they would be canceled too. We all either say things out of pocket at some point or do things that may not be looked at in the greatest light, but to try to cancel, meaning get that person fired, take them offline, dox them, where you give their address and their phone number and their family names, and it gets real dicey, bro. It gets real dicey, and it's kind of... I just feel like everybody's on their high horse, or those people that try to cancel people feel like morally they're doing the right thing, but it's like they're just hurt people. Hurt people, Doyle. You ever heard that before? I stole that from Joe Rogan. Who he stole it from somebody, but I heard Joe Rogan say that. And I'm not into cancel culture now. As far as with John Gruden, who is the famed coach, Super Bowl winning coach, the Buccaneers, been with the Raiders. This guy, right? That's, John Gruden, Monday Night Football. He should have just stayed there. Apparently some emails got discovered. They were doing an investigation anyway, because first of all, they're talking about 650,000 emails. Who's combing through 700,000 emails, first of all, bro? And I guess there was some racist stuff in there, some anti-gay stuff in there. I don't know. Did they release any of the specifics about it? See, that's the other thing too.
They released a few emails.
They did?
They only did that, supposedly they only did that to save an owner from getting canceled. So
Gruden was the fall guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I get it now. But hey, that is the hierarchy of life though. That is how it works. Like the guy at top, he's got to be protected. Somebody has to be the fall guy. Now, John Gruden, he's a prominent fall guy because he's a millionaire coach and he's been in the league forever. But now they rubbed his name off that statue in Tampa Bay like he didn't even coach the team to win the Super Bowl. And that's where I get a little crazy. When you start erasing history, it's like, all right, but that already happened. People taking down, statues throughout the country that were historical statues because, this guy used to be a slave owner. Cool, we get it. Yeah, slave owner, not good. We're not honoring that person. Those things are there to preserve history. Like that happened. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get both sides of it. I'm just not really into the canceling part of it. But hey, I mean, if you're a racist scumbag, like that's not cool either. So it's, there's give and take. All I'm saying is a lot of people that try to cancel people, they got their own issues. That if they came to light, they would have problems too. That's the old adage about living in a glass house. You shouldn't throw stones. So.
You do that all the time with comments.
Me? What do you mean?
When somebody posts something you don't like it, you comment them, and you get the most likes.
Oh, like a troll? Because there you go. But that's the chemical addiction of getting the likes. Like, I know that I could say a comment and rile up everybody, and I do it all the time. And then it gets 1,000 likes on a comment section, and it's funny, and I laugh about it, and people come at me, and I never respond to anybody. I just leave my comment there, whatever it is. But I'm never like overtly racist or anti-gay or womanizer. Like, I just make a snide comment about whatever the picture is or the celebrity that's involved. I don't, I'm not like screaming like racial slurs at people. Like, that's a little extra.
I think DJ Premier got pissed at you, right?
Yeah, DJ Premier. That was the worst one, man. Because he took a picture with DJ Khaled, and it was him and DJ Khaled, and I wrote, "When legends meet lames." And DJ Premier wrote back, "I don't need you as a fan," like whatever he said. Like, "I don't need you as a supporter. I don't care." Like, he was pissed. Still the greatest producer of all time. I respect the man. And I still follow him. Whatever. What am I going to do? He's friends with DJ Khaled, and I think DJ Khaled's a little more. But, DJ Premier's friends with a lot of pop industry people, too. But he's also respected by the most hardcore of hip-hop heads. So he plays both sides of that fence pretty well. I'll give it to him. And he is the greatest producer of all time. Once again, I'll say that again.
Yeah, but if you listen to his radio show, he usually plays like boom bap shit.
Of course he does. But then he's also excited about some weird abstract pop project that he had worked on with some random chick that I'm just like, damn it, bro. Can you just stick to like, your guru shit, MOP, like old school New York shit? Like, yeah, I know. And then people say, oh, you're trying to put him in a box and let him be open-minded. And okay, all right. So anyway, yeah, that was cancel culture. Give me another topic. What do we got? We're on a roll today. I'm feeling hot.
Yeah, that was a good one. All right, so we got Colombian dude. How do you constantly beat Revolver Ocelot? Torture of Solid Snake.
He's one of my favorite bad guys from Metal Gear. Revolver Ocelot. I just always his style is fire, bro. And he's nasty with the revolver. It's right. He's Revolver Ocelot. And he's got the ill trench coat. He comes in hot. A lot of those Metal Gear villains can be a bitch. Specifically Psycho Mantis with the switch in the memory card thing. When I was a 12-year-old kid, 11-year-old kid, and I'm playing Metal Gear for the first time, and this guy's reading my memory card and any of the Konami games that I played, and I'm like, how does this character know my memory card? And how come I can't beat him? His life isn't going down. You got to take the memory card out of slot 1, put it in slot 2 so he can't read your mind. Open your mind, Quaid.
Not only that, he erases your whole game if you lose.
Correct. And he even tells you, hey, when this is game over, it's game over for real. And you know what? My whole game got deleted from that part. Now, it's deep in the game. It's not ultra deep in the game. But I remember when my shit got deleted, and I was like, this can't be for real. I just remember the main screen came on and just the music in the background, and I'm like, there's no game data. What do you mean? And he deleted that shit. I feel like games don't do that anymore. Like, the innovation in a game like that doesn't exist anymore. I don't know what happened. But Revolver Ocelot I love him. I mean, Sons of Liberty, like his appearance in those games, I love how they bring those characters in. Even Sniper Wolf, Revolver Ocelot is I'm trying to think of other villains that I like more than Psycho Mantis would be the only other one. But Revolver Ocelot, dope. I have that figure of Revolver Ocelot. Maybe
what about the machines though?
Yeah, well, the Metal Gear, yeah, the one from Sons of Liberty, because it's amphibious, is my shit. Coming in hot. I mean, once again, Sons of Liberty blew my mind too. Sons of Liberty, I didn't realize till much later gets hated on a lot. But it really blew my mind. I love that game. I love Metal Gear in general, and I really can't wait for the remake. It's probably going to come out in 6 years. Like always, I get pissed, but I'm down. All right. Yeah, next topic.
All right, we got Fox Riders back.
Okay.
He wants to know, what Capcom games do you enjoy besides Street Fighter?
The Mega Man series is up there, obviously. And then other fighters. I know you kind of slide in Marvel vs. Capcom. It's Street Fighter, but it's not. It's a Capcom game. Darkstalkers. Fighting game. Still love it. Give me an off the cuff Capcom game. Bionic Commando. That's a Capcom game, am I right? It is, right? Yeah. I like that game. That's an NES game. What else? You got something?
They did Steel Battalion, right?
Steel Battalion. Yes, there you go, Doyle.
Did they?
Yes, that's Capcom. It is. Steel Battalion, the military mech fighting game on the Xbox, the OG Xbox, that comes with a proprietary controller setup that's ridiculous. I let you play, Doyle, for multiple hours. I don't think you got more than 5 feet in the game, and
I started up the robot though.
which is it's fun though. Just hitting all the switches, the toggles, and it fucking comes up, and then you just. The thing with that game is you could play that game for hours and hours and hours. If you don't hit that eject button and eject before the robot actually blows up, you lose all your save game. You could play that game for 20 hours straight, and when you're about to die, if you don't flip that thing open and hit the red button, you're dead. And that's it. It will restart the game, Metal Gear Solid shit, where it's deleted. Nothing. You lose. You get nothing.
All right, so there's a few of them. Okami, the little pup game.
Yeah, of course.
That's a good
Love
one.
that game.
Resident Evils.
Of course. I was trying not to be ultra obvious, but yeah, Resident Evil Nemesis being pretty much my favorite Resident Evil.
What about Monster Hunter? That's a good one.
Monster Hunter I never really played a lot of. I know that's more your stilo on Nintendo with the Wii.
Onimusha?
Yeah, that's one of the best, especially the first game. They should really remake that game.
Devil May Cry?
Devil May Cry, another great. I mean, Capcom is, I've always said Capcom is one of the best ever developers.
And Dead Rising? They have a lot of good ones.
Dead Rising, a later title. Yep. Played that on 360.
Breath of Fire, I thought you had that one, right?
Do I have Breath of Fire? Oh, yeah, I have Breath of Fire 1 and 2. Yeah, correct.
Dino Crisis?
Dino Crisis. Resident Evil with dinosaurs.
Ghosts and Goblins?
And, dude, it's Capcom, bro. We're talking about, they're like the top. You know, them and Konami go back and forth.
And Strider.
Yeah, the ninja. Another great character, Marvel vs. Capcom, Strider. All right, we can go to the next topic. I was just thinking of any other loose ends on the Capcom thing, but you just named a whole bunch of classics, so.
All right, so we got Cristo 4B,
Okay.
92, GTA Remix.
Oh, yeah, well, we talked about that last week. They're coming out with the remake of Liberty City, Vice City, and San Andreas. They're going to update the gameplay mechanics and then update the graphics. Like I said, I hope it's a full-on remaster remake, like a remake, right? Where it's like Final Fantasy VII shit. Where it's looking like, whoa, like it looks like PC and like beautiful. So I trust Rockstar. They're going to do their thing. It's going to be amazing. But when are we going to get Grand Theft Auto 6? 2029? When are we going to get it? Because we're due. Like they've milked Grand Theft Auto 5 enough. It's time for the 6th. And they said something about in the 6th that the map is going to be a combination of all the maps and be like 50 times bigger than anything, blah, blah, blah. I'm down, bro. Let's do it.
Yeah, there was a part in Vice City where you go back to, or it was a San Andreas where you go back to Liberty City.
It was San Andreas, if I'm not mistaken. And I've always said San Andreas is the better game, but Vice City has a better vibe. You know, like the fact that you can't swim in Vice City is like, that kind of ruins things. Like, you know, especially jumping out of planes and crazy shit. I always said my favorite part of San Andreas is at the end, the desert. When you get the airport hangars in the desert and you can put all the different cars and the monster trucks and the quads and the helicopters. And then you just fuck around for hours, which is the best part of Grand Theft Auto, which is why creative people like myself like sandbox video games, because I don't have to, you know, I could just do my own thing, and which I often do. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, we talked about the Grand Theft Auto thing last week, so I don't know how much we need to dive back into that. I'm excited for it. I don't know when it's going to come out, though. Didn't Rockstar say before the end of the year? That'd be pretty dope. I mean, I'd be down for that. All right, give me another topic, and then maybe we'll open the box of Pokemon cards.
Already? Come on.
Yeah, why not? We'll do halftime.
All right, so we got JP Dougie versus KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane.
I watched some of it. I was watching football, and I was going back and forth.
But these are your boys.
Yeah, but of course, KRS-One. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, I know. Dude, listen, those are two of the best. I gotta be honest, man. For older dudes, they rock the stage still like nothing, bro. I mean, they're on some real hip hop shit. That's what's cool. But Big Daddy Kane really was like, I forgot some of his tracks and the way he would. He's nasty at performing. I mean, KRS One, you always knew that because he was boisterous and loud and all that. And they were talking crazy shit. Like, I like that. I like the competitive energy. Always when the New York thing happens like that, it's like, you know, like the Locks versus Dipset and talking crazy like that. But I enjoyed it. I did not watch the whole thing. And I think a lot of times when they get that old school with it, there's not as much of a viewership on Versus as there is when there's some of the newer acts, which makes sense. You know, the internet age people, you know, they fuck with it. But you got to respect them. I mean, even if you're a younger cat, you watch that, you go like, all right, these guys are super veterans. Like, those are top tier people. Those two guys are the reason why a lot of lyricists, especially New York lyricists, even exist. Their whole style, their rhyming schemes, all that shit. So, and you know me, I'm into it. I love it.
Who was better though?
I'm still KRS guy, but Big Daddy Kane is some of the ill shit ever. And like I said, I was really impressed with his performance. I mean, how old is Big Daddy Kane at this point? He's older. I mean, so is KRS.
Overall, you like Big Daddy Kane?
No, I like KRS One. Yeah, yeah. I saw KRS One perform live in. Where the hell was that? Was that the Tunnel or some sketchy club in New York City when I was young? I was like 14, 15, sneaking into clubs and shit. But they were more like lounges and bar. But I seen KRS-One perform. Maybe it was Limelight, some dumb shit like that. But yeah, I was watching the football. I was watching the Steelers and Seahawks, I think it was. Well, it was a crazy game because it was nice to go back. You know, it's funny. I was at the girlfriend's house. She has like normal people. She has cable. I don't have cable here. I have everything in the world, but I don't have fucking regular fucking cable.
You have an OLED though.
I know. I have $1 million TV with nothing to watch on it. No, but I do streaming and all that other shit. I just don't. I just don't have normal cable service, and because a lot of people don't. But I'm missing my live sports. So I was over there yesterday. I was kind of helping her redecorate her living room or whatever, and I got excited. I was like into the game, and then it was a good game. You know what I mean? And I was watching Ben Roethlisberger, and then we also watched, what was it, Monday Night Football the week before, Tom Brady, and you know, she was like, she's not really into sports like that, but she knows obviously who Tom Brady and shit is, and it's like, I'm like, yeah, he's 44, like he's old as shit, and she's like, that's not even old, he's fine, it's not a big deal. I'm like, you don't understand. I was trying to explain the concept of being 44, being a quarterback, and being at that level, and in some cases even getting better. And I'm like, you know.
Yeah, but football's not like before. It's like the NBA. You can't touch them anymore.
No, I know, but still, for Tom Brady, like it's undeniable at this point. All those rings and victory, and then he left his boys. So he left Belichick and did it. That was the key. If he didn't win, they won twice, bro. I mean, what are we talking about? And I'm a lifelong Giant fan.
No, they won once.
He won once. You're right. I got overextended myself there, but he only needed to win once. He might have won a million times because leaving that team and then going the next year, bro. Come on. That's like Jordan shit, even though Jordan didn't do it with another team. It's just, that's the level of competition. And you know he used that as fuel to be like, no, people's talking shit like I needed Belichick. I don't need Belichick. I got my supermodel wife, my perfect children, couple $100 million in the bank, more than that, and we're good.
See, Jordan didn't do that.
Jordan stayed on the team and went undefeated in the finals. And you're talking about two completely different sports. Don't even start. Don't even fucking start with me, bro. Matter of fact, give me another topic. I brought up that topic by myself.
Oh, yeah, right. All right, so we got VXL. What is your list of non-horror games to play around fall, October?
Non-horror, which is, I obviously I get into my horror mode because it's that time of year, but I'm trying to think here.
I think you play Paint a Dinosaur, right? During the fall.
What? Oh, no. Color a Dinosaur.
Yeah.
On NES. Terrible game. No. I got rid of that game. I sold that game. Yeah, well, bro, I mean, that's a collector game. It's just, it was made in, I think, lower numbers and blah, blah, blah. But, Metal Gear Solid, usually in the fall time, the OG, I try to do a run through of just the, late night shit, just put on MGS. I actually usually play it on the little screen. It's a little more intimate. I like it that way. I like the smaller screens for some reason. I get closer. I just feel, I don't know. But it's funny. I was running through some Dreamcast games like Wild Metal, random dumb shit that no one else plays that I like to play. Some of the racing games, Sega Rally on Sega Saturn is one of my favorite, just random games to play like that. And Nights into Dreams, I usually play that around Christmas time because that's like the vibe, Christmas vibe. I'm trying to keep it non-horror because normally I go horror games this time of year. I'm trying to think, bro. I'm really like Xenogears is a good game. I've been really trying to get back into like longer RPG games that keep me interested. Like Xenogears is a happy medium because it's a long game if you want it to be, but it's kind of interesting and building the mechs and doing the right moves and the story. So I'm into some of those. The RPGs nowadays are harder to keep my attention. My attention span's like not good. I need to constantly be stimulated and excited about shit or I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, that's just the way it is though. Shiny toy syndrome, bro. I get it all the time. You got any games, random shit that you like to play around this time of year that is not horror based?
Well, I finally finished Final Fantasy VII. It's a good one.
Chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get. When are they supposed to release the other shit?
I don't know. That's the thing that pisses
See,
me
yeah,
off.
they got. Yeah, you were mad. I've never seen you that mad about it.
But it was worth it. I mean, they did.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was done really well. I mean, it just looked good. It played good. I mean, those cutscenes were just like, I'm not skipping any of those cutscenes. Like that shit was dope. Shout out to your boy Barrett. I like him. What else? Any other games you play?
I like to play Dreamcast games around fall.
Yeah, Dreamcast. Man, Dreamcast is such a good system. I mean, at this point we all know that, but like, it was underrated when it was out. You know, people just took it, whatever, and it kind of went away because it got fucked up. But now people are starting to, obviously, that's why the pricing on them is so crazy. I think even Dreamcast systems now are over 100 consistently. Just a regular old Dreamcast. I remember like $30-$40 and that was crazy. You know, they're just... what other Dreamcast? I want to think of a couple Dreamcast games that I was playing because I just was going through a bunch of Dreamcast stuff because, you know, I'm getting ready to sell some of the overage here. So I was kind of going through them. And here's where, before I get to some games, this is what I need from you. The switcheroos are bad. We're going to have to... Now, for those of you that don't know, over the years, if I were to take a picture of a game, let's say for my Instagram page, when I was a lot more active on my main page, if the case was cracked, I would simply remove the manual from the cracked case, go get another jewel case. It might even be a PlayStation game. It could be any system that was a square, and I would slide the manual in and just get a nice picture. Sometimes I would put it back. Sometimes I wouldn't. This went for long boxes like Sega Saturn. And now, like, for instance, I was on live before showing games, and it was like NBA 2K, and then I pick it up, and it's like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And then the back is like Allen Iverson dunking a ball, but the front is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Now, I have the OG manuals and the OG backs for all the games, including the discs and the insert, and most of the time, registration or advertisement cards. They're just scattered throughout the multi-hundred, if not thousands of jewel cases I have. So, we're going to take some time, and we're going to go through each individual game, and we're going to make sure that the cases are in the right thing, the manuals are in the right spot, the discs are clean, good to go, because you can't sell shit, and then, you know, imagine I sold Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for like $200 to some kid, and he gets it, and he's like, oh, complete this game, and then the back is Allen Iverson. Muggsy Bogues or some shit. Like, you can't have that. So it's going to be a little bit of a Herculean task, but it can be done. It can be done.
Is it better to get new jewel cases then?
No. I want to keep the OG. But the thing is that they're all there. It's just that they're all mixed up. Not all. Like, I would say 25% of the games are mixed up, which isn't terrible. It's just a lot of games. Sometimes, unfortunately, even the PlayStation and Xbox, PS2, Xbox games, they're like the cover will be, you know, whatever it is, Fatal Frame, but then I'll open it and the manual is Def Jam Fight for New York. And I'm like, wow, that's another game that's, I mean, continuing to climb in price. Def Jam Fight for New York is just ridiculous. And I have that game on every system, which is rare because I don't normally do that.
I think Snoop Dogg played that one.
Yeah. When he played that one, well, he was in the other one too. He was in the Vendetta and all that other shit.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah.
No, Fight for New York. That's the best one. Yeah. All right, give me another topic, and then we're gonna open up Pokemon card.
Oh, yeah. All right, so we got First Step Precure, the Newmark Scratch you picked up.
Oh yeah, look, the box is right there. Got a new mixer, and yeah, it's a dope. I mean, listen, Newmark and Gemini were the two brands that got me into DJing. But you know, Techniques, Vestex, those were the brands that were always better. But Newmark, you know, I was looking for a new mixer because you know what, my old Vestex is starting to get a little funky. I don't know what's going on with it. Had some grounding issues, and recently I've really gotten back into my vinyl shit, back into my cutting, my scratching, my DJing, my sampling. And while I'm on the topic, shout out to one of my favorite DJs of all time who reached out to me on Instagram, DJ Rectangle. He just made a comment on one of my story posts, and I was like, you know, I was just looking through it, and then I was like, DJ Rectangle. I'm like, no, and I went to his page, and I'm like, oh, it's a real DJ Rectangle. I didn't even know he followed me, and DJ Rectangle was a huge influence on me in the DMC championships, and I have a ton of his old battle wax, and I was like, dude, I have so many of your old battle records. Like, it's cool to talk to you, and we just chopped it up for a second. It was just a cool little thing, so shout out to him. But yeah, the Newmark Scratch, it's a 2-channel mixer. It's really supposed to be used for Serato, which is a digital version of DJing. I'm not into that, so I just need a crossfader, 2 channels. I don't need all the other pads and the drum things and all the crazy shit. I might hook it up to, you know, what I do now is I have the 1200 MK2 Techniques turntable. I have the scratch mixer, and then on the right side, instead of having my other turntable, I have my MacBook, and I just go and I have a bunch of instrumental break beats that I just play, and I just cut records to on this side. That's all I do. I want to get back into juggling, and to juggle, you have to get 2 turntables. So you can, you know, bring the beat back, crossfade, bring the beat back, and then I used to be really good at that. I would like to do that again. I just having a problem finding a new or a matching Techniques MK2 for a fair price in good condition locally. I don't want to ship it from around the fucking world, from Japan or something. Things could happen. Takes too long. The closest I've come is in Guitar Center near me, there's a new Denon turntable. It's called like the V12 or VSL V12 or something like that. It's incredible. It's super heavy, torque. I know I'm nerding out a little bit on DJ equipment. If anyone out there spins vinyl, you'll know what I'm talking about. Usually, the Techniques 1200 is industry standard, best turntable, fuck everything else. Yes, Vestex makes some good shit. Yes, there's a couple Stanton turntables, but really, Techniques 1200, specifically the MK2, which is the OG model. They're all the way up to MK7. I mean, there's a bunch of shit, but now, you know, there's a couple models where you could see they're starting to use plastic in certain places. You know, Doyle, how heavy that turntable is that I have. It's like 22, 24 pounds. It's heavy. And, you know, vintage audio equipment's my shit. Matter of fact, you're sitting behind. I found some Fisher at the thrift store for $4.99 for 3 stacks. So it's a tuner, EQ, which is the receiver, and then a dual tape deck. And it's called Fisher Studio Standard. So it's like fairly high-end shit. I mean, it's really nice. It cleaned up pretty good, considering it's from the mid-'80s or so. Maybe early 90s. I'm just into, I like old vintage audio equipment. So I function tested it, and it worked really well. But, you know, to answer the kid's question, that Newmark Scratch mixer, I think it's called the Newmark Scratch 2, if I'm not mistaken. It for a $500 price point. What I really like about it, too, it has the Innofader. The Innofader is a better fader for cutting and scratching. So I could do the crab scratches and stuff. It could cut well, and it has the fading thing where you can turn it where it sharply cuts off the audio from the other side as opposed to fading in. You want it to be as sharp as possible so you get really sharp cuts. That's the nerding out for the day there on the audio equipment. But I appreciate someone that inquired about that, because it means we have fellow DJs that watch and appreciate the show. Now, what do you want to do? You want to open this?
We got baby cuts.
Okay. Now, how am I supposed to? You may have to get me some kind of
here we go.
utensil or something here.
Well, you got nails.
I do have nails.
What I'm saying.
My nails are actually extremely long. I'm taking these new vitamins, and I noticed my nails were getting long, and I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to keep letting these fucking things grow. I'm just kidding. I got to cut them. I think we got it. Doyle, they really seal these up good. They don't want the baby kids stealing them.
Oh, God.
No, I got it. I'm working.
You got knives.
No, I got it, bro. I don't need a knife. That's not a knife. Okay, now, once again, Doyle, this is, explain to the people what I'm opening here.
All right, we got 25th anniversary
Right?
cards. And
Okay.
some of them are throwbacks from a couple years ago. But they have the 25th anniversary stamp.
Okay. So I probably have the least amount of knowledge of anyone that's ever opened one of these. Now, I like the slip cover. Okay.
The
Now
Elite Trainer box.
Now, what's this? A book? A booklet? My brother Steven, my whole life, he had this obsession with books and the way that they smelled, especially if they were new. And every time he would get a new book from school, he would just... Shout out Steven, man.
It's freshly
You're
printed.
a crazy motherfucker. Okay. Oh, my bad. The mic's kind of sketchy today. I don't know. So, okay, what am I don't even
You
understand.
like the box, though. You like the
Yeah,
presentation.
the presentation is phenomenal. For something I don't give a fuck about, it's great.
Maybe books.
It smells like 4th grade.
Well, that teaches you how to play.
Oh, yeah, the rules. It's the rules and regulations. Now, what are these? CeeLo, you can play dice? Yo, let's roll them up, man. We'll roll them out. Oh, I got to open. All right, we don't want to open that. All right. So what do I... Okay. This is all type. Okay, that's just an insert.
Oh, what is
Oh!
That happened to me. I almost threw away a pack because it got stuck in there.
Oh, so you even had more of these, you scumbag. So what'd you do? You robbed the truck? Goodfellas shit? What happened?
Give me the gin.
All right. So what's all this now? So this already comes. This
What's
is
that?
This is a Greninja. I know the Greninja name. What is that? Is that something
Oh,
good?
you want me to zoom in?
No, don't touch the camera. Is this Greninja?
Greninja Gold Star. That's a good
So
one.
we're gonna open what? One of these? Is
Yeah,
that?
we can open
All
one.
right, so
That's the one. And they give you regular packs too, but that's the one.
that's the one to open.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if people want more, we can open more.
Yeah, we can do whatever we want, Doyle. It's our world. And if they don't like
Now, you
it,
gotta be careful though. It could be a child's odds.
all right. I'm not good at opening these,
Oh
bro.
god.
Is
Well,
there-
some people use scissors.
Oh, is that what
I
you're
open them
supposed
like
to do?
that
Like the way I'm doing it?
because you're supposed to like.
Because you don't want to hurt the fuck the cards up, right?
Anti.
I don't trust it. You open it.
Oh god.
Don't go on camera. I'll throw it to you. All right. Oh. Mass chaos. Well, listen, bro. This is what you got to do to be a successful Pokemon trainer, right? I mean, so these are all the same. I don't know. And how many cards do you get in each pack?
These are just 4 cards.
Okay. So I'm gonna attempt to put this back in here, even though I know it doesn't. All right, let's see. So what are we supposed to do? This is I don't even know what these are called, what the names of these fucking things are.
Oh god.
Okay. So what is this?
Xerneas. That's
Okay.
a good one.
Okay.
Groudon. No. Okay.
Okay.
What else we got? Oh, birthday Pikachu. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yo, this
Look
fucking,
at
you're way
that.
too excited about it. Look at birthday Pikachu. Birthday surprise. If it's not your birthday, this attack does 30 damage. If it's your birthday, flip a coin. If it's heads, attack does 30 damage plus 50 damage. If it's tails, this attack does 30 damage.
It's got to be your birthday.
My brain is
Oh, and
damaged.
flying Pikachu. Yeah. No, surfing Pikachu. Look at
Swag
that
surf.
one.
Oh,
You want me to
man.
zoom in?
Pikachu's fat as fuck. What's going on there? He let himself go a little bit.
Those are good cards you pulled, man. Especially the birthday Pikachu.
And
That's
that's it, right? Yeah, okay. All right, well, listen. I still think it's all a scam, and it's just to take kids' money, but I can't deny the facts. We got a flying Pikachu or whatever the fuck we got. Nah, I mean, who knows, though? And there's a lot of packs in there. You might get good stuff. It's teaching kids to gamble. I don't like it.
Yeah, but these are guaranteed hits. I mean, you got 2 hits right there.
Yeah, well, okay, what are those cards worth right now? $10 a piece, $8 a piece?
Yeah, but the birthday Pikachu's like $20.
Well, considering the pack, at retail price for the whole box, you just paid for almost half the box, right?
Yeah.
With the one card. All right, not
You gotta
bad.
collect them.
Yeah, it doesn't really get my juices flowing as much, but I mean, I'm sure there are people that wish we would just open every single one of all of these, and they don't give a fuck what I got to say about the show. They just want to see the cards.
Well, let's see what the comments say.
Yeah, we'll see. If you guys want to see more, we'll do more. I don't know.
Those were good pulls, though.
Doyle told me under no
Proud.
circumstances to open this one. That's the one. Well, now, what's supposed to be in there?
Well, that one is just, it has like a metal coin. It has metal dice.
Oh, yeah, I
It's
can
like
see on the
more
back.
up-
Yeah, it says. Okay.
But it's Pokemon Center, so only they sell it.
Oh, it's exclusive to the Pokemon Center.
Yeah, the
Which
other one
is
they sell
which is
everywhere.
located where? New York City?
Yeah.
That's the one with the little Pikachu in the front, and they stamp it in the ground and the coin or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple posts. Yeah, I know. Well, I have the New York. No, mine's not the New York one. They make a Game Boy Advance, right?
Oh, yeah.
New York edition.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would take that. I have the Game Boy Advance. No, I have the Game Boy Color Pokemon, the gold one with the Pikachu. That's something I'm gonna sell because I don't need that.
Come on.
Yeah, the people probably think I should give it to you. I ain't giving it to you. No. All right, what do we got? We got another topic. That was kind of exhilarating.
You pulled the birthday Pikachu, though.
I know. And then what was the other one? Something.
The VMAX Surfing
Yeah,
Pikachu.
there you go.
All right, so we got, let's see, what do we got here? Hold on. All right, so we got a good one here.
Uh-oh.
Gonzalez, maybe. Or
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. You have the fucking
price
name.
of nostalgia.
Yeah, I mean, that's an open-ended
So,
question.
I mean, that's why they're doing that.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, some people want to relive their childhood and they're willing to pay whatever. I mean, super big collectors pay big money for things. And
Logan Paul.
right, if you have the means to do it, what do you care if it costs $1 million or $200,000 or $50,000, whatever it is? If you have the means, just like if you had the means and it cost $5 and gave you the same feeling, you would buy it. It's just, my whole thing is, it's funny that the price of nostalgia question can go a million different ways because it's like how many people have paid and lost their money and their fortune and all their everything they saved because they're chasing after shit. They're buying shit to flip shit, to try to get other shit. It's like nostalgia is I always say nostalgia is one of the most powerful drugs of all time, and it can't be replicated or remedied any other way but besides that exact feeling. Meaning, if you see something you haven't seen in a very long time that reminds you of a very specific time in your childhood that's a warm, good feeling, that's nostalgia. And for me, that's how I started collecting. Because I gathered things throughout my life, but I didn't have everything that I ever had as a kid. And then I started seeing those things. And then I realized I could acquire them by going to garage sales, going to thrift stores, going to video game stores specifically. And it spiraled out of control to the point where I'm at now. But every once in a while, even 20 years into the game, I still get hit up with like, damn, I forgot about that. Street Sharks were one of them. When I found those Street Shark figures, I was like, damn, I forgot about Street Sharks, bro. I get that a lot when I'm fucking with, whether it's Future Past, shout out to Josh, or Heat Broker or Vintage Wiz or those guys, because the shirts are reminiscent of all the stuff we grew up with, and I forget about certain shows and things. And you know what one I forgot about? You remember Reboot? The show Reboot? It was like a CGI, like metal looking dude with he almost looked like Captain America because he had like blue hair. You don't remember that? It was like futuristic metal. Type it in, look it up. Look it up, Doyle. Reboot, man. It was probably in the early 90s. But I forgot the name of the show forever, and I could see the character in my fucking head, and then somebody...
Oh, it's like CGI shit.
Yeah, like liquid metal looking stuff. It was pretty cool. And then okay, ready? This is how my brain works. Liquid metal.
Frisket?
Yeah. Liquid metal makes me think of the T-1000, which is Terminator, makes me think of the cop that played, what's that actor's name? Do you remember? The T-1000, the cop. I forget his name in real life, but the other night, me and the girlfriend were picking a movie, and we watched this movie called The Protege. Have you ever heard of this? Bro. It has that guy in it, right? The T-1000 cop.
Robert Patrick. Yeah.
Robert, that's, yeah. But more importantly, bro, Michael Keaton's in this movie. And this movie is dope. Bro, it's so rare for me to put on a new movie that I've never seen before. I generally just don't like the newer movies, the styles, the story, the acting, and this movie was fucking dope. So it was about this like Asian chick, and she grew up under Samuel L. Jackson as her protege, or she was the protege to him. And she became a fucking badass assassin. Like, Samuel L. Jackson was a badass assassin, and he was in like Viet Cong or somewhere, and he ended up saving her and nurturing her and helping her grow up. She was just a little girl, but she became a killer, bro. And there's so many crazy, gratuitous, violent scenes in this movie, just of special effects and kung fu and da-da-da. And there's a lot of like twists and turns and backstabbing and stuff. And then there's this incredible sexual tension between Michael Keaton and this Asian chick. And it's just a really, like the ending, like everything. Like I won't even, because it's a newer movie, like within the last couple of months, if not newer. So I won't spoil it. But man, recommended by me. It's called Protege. I think it's called The Protege. Definitely check it out. Cool action flick if you're into action flicks like that. And just dope. Surprised the shit out of me. So all that roundabout made me think of that. Yeah. You haven't watched any new movies, Doyle, that you're excited about?
They're coming out with Carlito's Way in 4K.
That's all you care about. Your life's goal is to buy every movie that you've bought 30 times, but now it's in 4K. And then what are you going to do in 8K? You were just telling me today you're looking at an 8K television. So what are you going to do in 2 years when they re-release all these in Vudu 8K? You're going to pay another $30 for them digitally? Yeah. All right. God bless you. Yeah, I mean, there's no new, like, they still trying to push Blu-ray players out there? I mean...
Not that much. I mean...
Because now you can actually get legitimate native 4K quality through streaming.
It's not the same, though.
Well, it's always better for the physical because just
a little bit, though.
A little bit. And really, you probably couldn't tell.
Most people don't care.
98%.
But what about Squid Game?
Okay, can you explain it to me? I understand it's all over the fucking internet. I heard everyone from fucking LeBron to Jay-Z talking about it. I don't know what it is. I don't understand it. I don't know what is Squid Game. I know people are like, what are you, stupid?
You gotta watch it, though.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's alright.
I mean, it seems
No,
that...
people like it, though. I mean, it's alright to me, but people
What is it about? Give me a synopsis.
It's almost like Hunger Games, I think, where, like, if you win this game and it involves death, you win, like, money and shit. It's alright.
And it's for kids?
But
or?
some of the games are pretty cool, though.
Like what? Do you have an example of a game that they play
Like
in...
the red light, green light shit. Like, there's a
Red Rover?
thing that kills you if you don't stop when it says red light. And when it says green light, you go until there's a finish line.
So
That's one of the
is there
games.
character development in this, or are
Yeah.
they just random people? Okay, all right. I mean, I'm not against it. I just don't. Like. I see it online. I see people talking about it. I see people making toys and all time. And then I'm like, I don't understand what it is. So
Well, one of the stories that I read that's pretty cool is that they have, like, Vans slip-on slippers or whatever.
okay.
And the market skyrocketed because of that.
Oh, so they're wearing Vans and the old school Vans. I know which ones you're talking about. The ones that just slip on your feet. And everyone went out and bought them. So like
Everyone
product
had.
place. Then do you think the thing that's funny about that is they probably didn't even think that. Like that wasn't even a product placement thing. Like they worked it out with Vans before. But that's how those things happen, you know? Something blows up and then all of a sudden the dude was wearing a red Yankee hat in the fucking... And then everybody goes out and buys a red Yankee hat. That's pretty cool, though. I respect that. And, I respect Vans, so I want to see Vans do good. Now, it would be nice to know about that before, speculating, and then buy stock in Vans, let it go up, and then dump them. And then sell them, dilute the son of a bitch, as my boy Gordon Gekko would say in Wall Street.
They haven't released that in 4K yet.
What, Wall Street?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Really? Damn. That'd be a good one in 4K. That opening scene with the Frank Sinatra playing, "Fly me to a moon," and they're just like the Twin Towers are right there. Late 80s New York City was the special place, bro. And that movie captured it perfectly.
Well, it's Oliver Stone.
I know, yeah. I mean, dude, that movie just... Damn, bro. That really is one of my favorite movies of all time. And honestly... I watched the Money Never Sleeps, the newer Wall Street, and I didn't hate it only because I loved the original so much. So,
It's pretty good.
It was all right. It was nowhere near what the first one was.
All right, so I got a topic here.
Here we go.
So people bitching about N64 expansion on the Switch.
Why?
They don't like it. You have to pay $30 more for the online subscription to get it.
But then you get all the games, right?
Yeah.
Well, how many games did it have?
Well, we don't know yet.
$30? Yeah, that's a little extra. I mean,
They give you Sega Genesis games too.
within the $30? Okay. It depends how many games. It depends what games. It depends if it's a one-time thing or is it's not a monthly?
It's yearly.
Oh, it's every year?
So right now they have NES, Super Nintendo, and each one has like 25 games.
Yeah, it's not a bad alternative. I mean, the price of the OG games are getting so expensive that it's like, they're probably like, people will pay it. So, I mean, what would people really want from Nintendo? They really want them to give them those games for free? It's Nintendo. They're going to make money. And I guess technically it does cost them money to hire people to code and put it for the Switch. And I don't know. I mean, you know what? I guess for Nintendo, it's a take it or leave it thing. They don't give a fuck. Hey, if you don't want to play N64 games, don't pay the $30. No skin off my balls. It doesn't matter to me. Like, we're still going to make $1 billion this year. You know?
I mean, it's better than buying the whole games all over again, right?
Or individual. If they nickel and dimed you to death, like, oh, you want to play Mario 64? $15.99. Oh, you want to play Ocarina of Time? That's a bigger one. That's $20. You know, one of those. But now, you know, you pay $30 for the year. Let's be honest, 98% of them are just children, and their mothers and fathers are going to pay $30 a year. That's it. And the kids are getting savvy now. They just know how to unlock. Oh, they know the credit card information saved. They're just like, bye. Then once mom gets a hold of that, then you got problems.
Well, I think they're trying to get the whole fam to play.
No, I know. Yeah, that's Nintendo. And you know what? I don't think it's a bad marketing strategy or whatever, but that is what Nintendo has done since the Wii. They try to bring in everyone. Grandma could play the Wii because she could do the bowling game. And then, you know, oh, now we got the Switch and there's party games so everyone can play. And then, yeah. The one thing they're doing by doing all that is murdering the soul of video games. You know, they're missing that, Doyle. They are murdering the soul of video games.
What does that even mean?
It means video games are supposed to be played by people who enjoy video games, not trying to bring outsiders in to tolerate video games so that the family gets more involved so they could sell more products and accessories. Like cardboard Labo bullshit.
I need to get that.
Yeah, you do. So you can make a backpack and a fucking Ghostbusters gun or some bullshit. Listen, I'm not a fan. You know, I just wish Nintendo would come out with a high-powered, really cool fucking modern system with modern graphics. I say it every time. We get into the same conversation every fucking podcast. It's just how I feel about it. I'm not a fan of what they've done in the last like 10 to 15 years. It's just not. But I've kind of grown out of it, and I understand that. That's also not my, you know, like I said, I'm not into the Mario, Bowser, Peach situation anymore. It's just not my thing. I'll play the old school shit all day long because they're nostalgia, but I'm not into new story modes, and I didn't get excited about the Mario Rabbit bullshit. What the fuck is that, bro? Mario Odyssey was kind of cool. It was cool. There were certain things about it I liked, but
New Metroid?
yeah, new Metroid. But
I'm stuck. I don't know.
What, and you're stuck? Like, can't beat it?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
What do you mean?
I went throughout the whole map trying to figure it out.
Just look it up on YouTube. You probably did. Did you look it up on YouTube?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I respect that. Keep going until you figure it out. I mean, back in the day, that's what you had to do. I mean, there have been plenty of games that I played as a kid that I'm like, I just can't do it, and I'm fucking quit. And yeah, get my Gamer Pro magazine or call the 900 number on there and try to get secrets. Yeah. I remember running that up once. Me and my buddies, we called gambling hotlines, sex hotlines. Yeah, bro, we just dialed from my parents' phones at home. All this shit. Yeah. Well, we got the $640 phone bill. My father owned a construction business, and my father made me a day laborer for my entire summer. My entire summer when I was like 8 to 10 years old. And we went, and then at the end of the summer, because I didn't bitch and moan, I got up at 5 a.m. and drove out to East Hampton with him every morning and picked up sheetrock and all type of shit at 10 years old. He gave me a $100 bill at the end of the fucking summer. So I cleared my debt and he gave me a $100 bill. And I immediately ran across the street in the Hamptons. It was at Summers and Neptune's, which were 2 bars, and I bought a cheeseburger for like $40 because they're super expensive in the Hamptons. And I took my change and I ran into the ocean with it. And my poor mother, God rest her soul, got into the fucking ocean, knee deep, and screamed at me for an hour looking for that money. And until the day she passed away, she never let me live that down. Yeah. Hey, man, I was just trying to have fun as a kid, man. I thought I was cool. Got a $100 bill. I bought myself a cheeseburger, got my change in my pocket, and I jumped in the ocean, and I lost all my money. So, that's okay. It's just an insert in the box. We'll be okay. We still got your flying mantis, Pikachu, whatever the fuck it is, birthday, whatever.
Oh. I found $20 on the ground before.
Yo, I found,
that's not bad.
You know, actually right here in Orlando, I was at a resort as a kid, and I found somebody's wallet, and there was like almost a grand in that wallet. It was stuffed with money, and bro, my cousin, man, we were doing angel and devil, bro. I was like, I'll be honest, I was the devil. I'm like, dude, I'm like, we got to take this money. I'm like, listen, we could give all the, I don't care about the license and the credit cards, and I was like 13, 14. I was like, there's $1,000 in here, bro. What are we doing? Like, oh, no, it wasn't my cousin. It was my friend Rob. I remember it was my friend Rob. And my friend Rob was like, no, man, we got to give it back. We ended up giving it back to the front. And you know what? The cocksucker, he came to the front desk because we waited there. Because Rob's like, listen, we'll wait here. They'll call the guy if he comes back up. Bro, he didn't give us no money. He never gave us money. And I told him, I said right there, I said, Rob, this is a life lesson right there. Always be a scumbag. Because everybody else is a fucking scumbag. That's why I was a little jaded growing up. Things like that. That motherfucker should have reached. If it was me, I would have given at least the kid $100, at least. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have anything. Should have just took the money.
No, somebody found money and gave the person more money and gave it back.
What do you mean?
Like, he found the wallet with money and he put like another $50 inside it and be like, oh, the world's a good place.
That's somebody trying to force good karma. That guy did some fucked up shit. And figured, you know what? This is my chance to fucking get right with God or whatever. Hey, God, yo, check it out, bro. I found a wallet. I'm going to give it back and I'm going to put more money in there.
He cheated on his wife and
shit? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, cheating on his wife and whatever. Yeah. Beating his kids or some crazy shit. And he just said, you know what? I cleared it up, right? I'm good.
He cleared the debt.
Yeah, you can't force karma. It doesn't work that way. You got to do it out of the kindness of your heart. But maybe that person did. I don't know the story. I do remember there was a story in, was it New York City? The girl found like a brown paper bag in a trash can in New York City, and it was like, 50, 60 grand in it, and she brought it to the police station. And that person never gave money to her. Like, they never rewarded the person. It was obviously drug money or something. Why would there be $50,000 in a brown paper bag in a trash can in New York City? Like, nobody asked that question. You just give back. I guess you just have to give the money back to the rightful owner. How do you know that person is the rightful owner of that money? I don't know. I don't know how all that works, but anyway, what do we got? More topics or what?
All right, we got a couple more.
All
right, so we got PBT tacos. How would you go about grading some comics like Spider-Man and X-Men?
Well, how would I go about? Doyle, you're better on the grading. You just send it in the CGC, right? Or if you go to conventions, those are good to do, right? Because you can get it done at the convention.
Yeah, well, Coliseum of Comics does it.
Oh,
they'll
do.
Send it for you and do all that.
Right, because but the problem I think with that is it can be a very lengthy process, right? You send in a comic book, you don't see it for 4 months or some shit, right? Same thing with the cards. It's kind of sketchy, right?
Unless you play chunks.
Oh, is there an expedited process? See, these cocksuckers, man. There's always something.
Like that birthday Pikachu, we could pay $200 and get it expressed. It could come by
in like 2 weeks. You
PSA
get it.
10.
Oh, what if you pay? Well, you don't know what if it's a 10.
No.
You know what I never knew, and you put me onto this, was the grading of a card. It definitely has to do with the condition, like the corners are bent, but it also has to do with where it was cut. I didn't know that. You put me onto that, where you told me like if the border is thicker on this side than it is on this side, then that. I didn't know that. I just thought it had to do with how crisp the edges are and no damage, which I understand is part of it. But or I guess it could be more rare or valuable if there's a defect. Maybe it was like how money is, if it's cut too close, or I don't know. But it's funny, you never know, right? You send a card in, it's like, it's fucked up, and then it comes back at 9.3. You're like, all right, I'll take it. Even though you're an idiot, we like to remind people, you opened up Spider-Man 300, you opened a graded comic, and then you came to my house and you said, wow, that was a real bitch to open.
They do a good job.
That's always going to be a classic one that you open, and that's a valuable comic, bro. You lost at least $500 on that, at least. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you paid how much for it when you got it?
I think 175.
How much is, and it was an 8, right?
Yeah.
How much is an 8 Spider-Man 300 go for today?
Probably 1,000.
Thank you. You lost all that money. Okay, simple math. I don't have to get crazy about it. You paid a couple hundred max, and within 4 to 6 years, because that was around 3 to 4 years ago you did this?
Yeah.
Okay. You lost $700 minimal. 7 $100 bills right here, so you can go buy more of this bullshit. This is the problem, Doyle.
Some people agree with me, though.
I don't think anyone agree with you. And once again, the reason you opened it was you wanted to read the comic, which you could have found online. I'm sure someone has digitized that comic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the same, though.
We're gonna open. I got the Jordan rookie card over there. 10. We're gonna open that up. I mean, see, there's a difference though.
Well, that's a 10, though.
But here's the difference. You're right about that, but here's the thing. With cards, it's like front and back. You're good. Comic book, there's pages. Video games, that's why I'm like, video games are meant to be played. You're just looking at the box art. So, as far as his question, for me, I'm impatient. I would like to go to, I guess they can't grade them at a convention. I'm thinking like, damn, what do they do? They have a fucking press right there. They can't do it right there. I only say that because when I went and got my, remember I got the Ryan Segman autograph on my Carnage?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? It was cool. We met Ryan Segman and I got my, they were offering to grade it, but I guess what they were doing was offering to send it out. I would thought they were going to grade it on site for some reason. I guess I'm crazy. They can't do that. Like physically grade it on site, like put it in the case and press it.
Probably not.
No, right? Because it's like a
I think there's a few people that do it, like 3 or 4 people that can grade them.
like on site. Yeah, that's what I would do, and I would pay the extra for that.
No, I'm saying if when you send it to them.
Oh, there's only yeah. Well, I think that's why it takes so long. I think that's the issue.
You know?
Yeah. I got you. All right, give me another topic. What do we got? Yeah, playing Pokemon Go. Yeah, scumbag. Full on. You have 2 phones. You're holding the wrong one, and it's playing Pokemon Go. I gave you as much Pokemon as I can give you today, bro.
All right, so we got this one almost goes with the other one, Nostalgia 64. Do you think game prices will ever go down?
Oh, bro, I don't know. I don't see them going below kind of where they are now, but I also don't see them going much higher. I don't know though. I don't know. I said that a year ago when I thought prices were kind of high, and now they're even crazier. So, I got to be honest. Like a lot of the shit in there that I'm not using anymore, the prices are good enough now where I'm gonna use that capital to further my business endeavors, because I can't just leave stacks like sitting there and not use them and possibly lose out on an opportunity. If people are willing to pay these prices, God bless you.
Yeah, but what about if people are willing to pay more?
Well, that's the game, right? I mean, and that's what you do. Do you hold? Do you sell? I don't look at it that way. I didn't really plan on selling anything. At this point, I do see a value in selling it, because what I would do, I would like to keep that money within the same circle. Like I might venture out and get some other collectibles. It depends, man. I just think the market it's super unpredictable, but it seems to be unpredictable in the way it goes up. It doesn't seem to be like things are randomly just dipping. I mean, you go on eBay and you look at sold listings, because I always bring up eBay. It's the most common centralized where we all go. We can all look it up. You can really look at sold listings. Yes, there's some fuckery even with sold listings, but overall, I mean, I have games that I paid pennies on the dollar compared to what they're worth now. And it's like, to me, I'm like, if I paid $10 for a game and it's worth $250 right now all day long, why not just sell it if I'm not using it? Plus, I mean, the guy that's paying $250 for the game really must love the fucking game, bro. I don't know. So, yeah, I don't have a real answer, but it's soon.
I don't think they're going to go down, right?
I was gonna say soon something's gonna happen. Whether either gonna super spike up or shit is just gonna level out. I don't see a dip though. If I dip, you dip, we dip. I put my hand upon your hip. That's a good song. Remember that song, Doyle?
Yeah, but I know people that already sold their collection years ago.
I know.
And now
I know them too, and they lost thousands. I'm already so in the green with this shit that it doesn't even matter. Any money I get from any of this shit is super profit for me. I've had some of this shit for 20. Some of the my childhood shit that I know is my childhood. I'm never gonna sell it. I just can't. I don't care. Why would I do that? Because I'm not gonna chase it again. You know. I don't know. All right, give me another topic. What do we got? Well, how long have we been recording? Once again, I'm in the Matrix. I don't know what happened.
All right, so we got one more here. All right, so we got. All right, the Cobra Kaiju.
Okay.
Games that were canceled in production and never released, but you wish they did.
I can't. What games were canceled? Like Thrill Kill. Remember that game, Thrill Kill? Which kind of looks like Shaolin style from Wu-Tang. It's the same style of game, but it was darker and weirder and had some torturous S&M kind of shit going on. So I think either the game was in production and got canceled, or I don't know of any games that have gotten canceled midway through production. Ones that I would want to still come out, you know? I don't know. Do you know of any? I don't know of any. I don't know that I can accurately assess that.
Well, Devil May Cry, right? Isn't that...
Which one? The new one?
Yeah, they said that they were going to come out with a new one.
They did come out with a new one, Devil May Cry 5.
No, like the remaster of all of them, I thought.
Yeah, but that's not like he's trying to say from scratch.
Oh.
I think. I don't know. All right, give me another topic. I'm sorry. I can't name a game off the top of my head that was canceled.
That's it? Oh, my God.
Give me another one.
All right, so we got, this is a Google article.
Doyle with his Google articles. Go ahead.
So, your boy Jeff Bezos sent your boy William Shatner up to space.
What is he doing?
So he went up to space. He went to the stratosphere or whatever, and he came back down.
And like the fancy the jet that they have or something looks like a space.
No, it was a rocket.
William Shatner's 80 something, bro. He's not qualified to go into space. You gotta
He
go
did
to.
it.
And he's there. How long did he go for? He just went up and came down.
A couple hours, I think. Yeah.
Ah, yeah. But Bezos never went himself, did he?
Yeah.
He's probably went. He probably
He's
goes
the
on a
first one
random
that did it, yeah.
Tuesday, wakes up. You know what? Take me to fucking space. Damn. You know how much money just in fuel it costs to get to space? I don't know.
He invited William Shatner. He didn't even pay.
Oh, did they go together?
No.
Oh, they could have chilled, man.
He went with some other Jeff Bezos friends.
So far. Yo, William Shatner's the OG, man. I respect him. He was getting bitches back in the day, too. William Shatner, you got it. Please believe it. Intergalactic bitches, too. But I don't know that I would... I mean, that kind of... So you go up in space, you kind of see the curve of the Earth, and then you come back down?
Yeah, and my boy had to say something about that.
What? Oh, that does not...
One of the flat earthers that I talked to.
Oh, yeah, so William Shatner can speak on it now.
No, but the flat earther basically said that you're in a CGI thing. You're not really doing it.
Okay, so he thinks that when you look out the window, it's all CGI.
Yeah.
So what? They just put like William Shatner in a tank somewhere and then just like shook his seat and said, "Oh, we're going up to space." And then you look outside and it's really just like an LED screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, and I fear that person operates in the same world that I do. Someone that thinks like that. Okay. I guess the Earth is flat.
You agree with him?
No, of course not. Science says otherwise, but guess what? Once again, I say it every time. Even if the Earth is flat, it doesn't mean anything. Nothing changes. If I found out the Earth is flat right now today, definitively, nothing changes. Doesn't mean someone lied to us and the Illuminati's in control or some crazy shit. Fuck out of here with that shit.
What about Area 51?
That is, there's definitely aliens. There's too much going on, bro. And for the universe or the galaxy and our galaxy to be the size that it is, there's other life. I don't know if they're coming through in spaceships and shit. I don't know if they're little gray men. I don't know what they are. There's something going on, though. There's definitely shit we don't know about. You know, now they're talking about. I was watching on Rogan. He had Mike Baker on, which is CIA shit, and they're doing these hypersonic weapons now. They're so fast that radar can't even pick them up.
The guy with the fish?
Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead.
What about the guy with the...
Oh, that guy. That was different. Yeah, the guy that said that the aliens cut him open like a fish. He had a laser weapon, and his arm, his hand was like, or it was cut off, but it was cut off in such an odd way. Yeah, that guy was...
So it's not the same
He
thing?
says that he worked for the CIA in the 70s, and they lowered him down into a below-earth tunnel. That's where they live, all the aliens. And they lowered him down there, and then he saw one of them. He said it smelled terrible, and he saw one of them, and one of them just waved his hand in front of his stomach, and it let out a laser of some sort, and it said it sliced him open like a fish. And that the only reason he's alive is that there was someone with him that gave him his rifle, and he was able to fire the rifle enough to scare the thing, and then he got himself in the service elevator and got him to the top. And the other guy died. He stayed down there. I don't know. You know, it was a weird, random, depressing story towards the end of the podcast here. But hey, this is what happens.
Yeah, but that was the same thing as the supersonic thing?
No, I was saying the hypersonic weapons are something that is just like, they go like 4 times the speed of sound. So roughly, like, I think the speed of sound is 1,500 miles an hour. They're roughly 4,000 miles an hour. So it could just go almost around the world. Like, it would just hit a button, and that missile is hypersonic. It already hit the target. And, you know, no chance. No chance. You can't get, oh, we got something on radar. No, we're dead. Everyone's dead. And like, the problem becomes like, well, whoever gets that first, see, the thing about the war and like the power in our, like the world, like with China is like, it's whoever has the biggest, baddest weapons can always say, hey, listen, if you guys fuck around, I'm gonna hit this button. And then that fear is supposed to make everyone, like, do you realize right now, there's nuclear weapons pointed at everyone right now. Us, China, everyone. All it takes is just a button. But the fear of the hitting of the button is what keeps everyone in check. And then Rogan always says, you know, aliens probably look at us, and the reason that it's becoming more a common thing with the aliens is they go, yo, man, these motherfuckers on this Earth planet thing, they got nuclear weapons, and they're getting a little sketchy, so we got to keep an eye on these motherfuckers. Which he's kind of right about. In certain ways, he's kind of right about that.
What about if they make the first move?
Right, then we're fucked. And look, listen. If something is able to come 100 light years away, we're already fucked. Because if they're able to travel those kind of distances, the propulsion and all that shit, they already figured everything out. We're just like idiots, bro. We're just like primates to them.
Yeah, but we could be like the little nuggets in Return of the Jedi. And they beat the stormtroopers.
They had power in numbers. Okay? We don't have numbers. They're just going to come through and just go, rah! And we're all dead. And we're all dead. And no one survives. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll just have to wait and see. What happened? You got something else for me?
No, I just did a raid.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. Well, Doyle, listen. We're probably going to get out of here on that. Is there any wisdom that you would like to impart on people before we leave the show?
Like, comment, and share? All right.
You got to think of something better than that, Doyle. I'll let you get away with it this time, but in the future, you're going to have to bring some wisdom to the podcast. Okay?
I brought the Pokemon cards.
You did bring the Pokemon
That's enough
cards.
wisdom.
I guess it is. And we got the flying birthday Pikachu, whatever it was. So yeah, keep a lookout because the sales are going to start. I'm going to start posting shit on my story coming up, and it's going to be fast and furious, and it's going to sell really quick. So whatever I post on there,
Claim sales.
Claim sale. If you want it, you just claim it, and that's it. I might do blind bids. I kind of like the blind bid idea. So I open it up with, let's say I put this Sonic up there, and I say blind bids. People send in offers, and if somebody sends me an offer that it tickles my fancy, I'll say, all right, I'll let it go for that much. And then nobody knows how much everyone else is offering.
Ticker what?
Tickle my fancy.
What is that?
Well, it's a term they use. I mean, excite me, make me feel good or comfortable enough to sell it. You never heard
you want
that?
people to tickle you?
No, I don't want to. It was a term. It was. I don't want anyone touching me. Do not touch me. Do not touch the camera. Don't touch anything. If you like what I'm selling, send me an offer. If the offer is good, I will oblige. You can then PayPal me, and I will ship it to your house.
But they got to tickle you? No. I don't get it. I don't know why you said that.
Appreciate you guys checking out the show. We're going to be back in a week. We may even sneak into the second show. Maybe. I don't know. We'll be back in a week. And like Doyle says, like, comment, and share. Until next time, peace.